guys, it's me, Charlene. I've got to tell you about my adventure this morning already. On Friday or Thursday, I'd shaved my underarm. A little personal there, but, you know, sometimes you'll get a razor burn and it kind of burns, you know. So over the weekend, my underarm was kind of burning. And then last night, it was hurting. So I was in the bed and getting ready to go to sleep, and I started feeling it under my arm, and I found a knot. And so automatically I freaked. I jumped out of bed. My face was on fire. I felt faint, because you know that's with my history of family. Well, my step family, basically, not my immediate family, except for my half brother. My stepdad, he died from cancer, and my half brother did. So, you know, not my immediate family really is not that bad for cancer, but that automatically made me fear, you know, because that's one of my biggest fears. So automatically my mind went there, and I know I try not to think of that stuff, and I try to not think about it, but freaked me out, you know. So this morning, 8 o'clock, I was on the phone calling the doctor. I got a doctor appointment at 9 o'clock, and on the way to the doctor's office, I have another adventure. Alright. My husband had just left for work, and I was right behind him by a few minutes. I hadn't left the house yet. So I was about 5 minutes later than him leaving. So I leave, and I go up towards where my son and daughter go to school, and there's a road that he usually takes sometimes, and I had to go through that way to go to the doctor's office. I get there, and there is a car, a white Toyota Corolla Sport, exactly like mine. I mean, identical like mine. Had been in a wreck. And my husband had took my car. I had the truck and he had the car. And the whole front end of the car was just destroyed. It had bent the car kind of sideways. They had hit the tail end of like a semi-truck, a big old truck. Freaked me out. My heart was racing. I was panicking. I pulled off the side of the road and making sure who it was. Finally, it was a lady. Poor lady. I hope she survived it, because it was a bad crash. I mean bad. And I mean, I hate it for the lady, but I'm glad it wasn't my husband, but I still hate it for the lady. I still was calling my husband, making sure he was okay, even though I seen the lady in there. I mean, she was fine when I left, you know, and, you know, the ambulance and fire trucks and stuff was all there, but, I still called my husband just to make sure, you know, my eyes wasn't fooling me, and he was fine. But I told him about what had happened. Well, anyway, he's on the way to the doctor. I made it to the doctor's office just a few minutes late because of the accident. But my doctor looked, and he said it was a swollen lip node, or gland, or lip node, or whatever you call them. And got to looking, and I have had 2 bites on my arm. I got the bites last week, and then I got 2 more bites on my fingers at a ball game. Bugs love me. They bite me. I just get bit all the time by some type of bug. I'm a magnet, and I hate bugs. Well, anyways, so they're red. All 4 of them are red. He said that my body was doing exactly what it was supposed to be doing. It was trying to fight off the infection. I had got an infection from those bites. I think I got bit by a spider on my upper arm. Because there's in 2 areas right there near the swollen lip node. Or gland or node, whatever. And so he said it was nothing to worry about. He said my body was doing exactly what it was supposed to be doing, and that I didn't have to worry. But then I went ahead and talked about sleep apnea and my allergies. He put me on some Flonase for my nose, and he is setting me up an appointment for sleep apnea, even though he says he don't really think I have it, but better safe than sorry, right? So then I went to the drugstore and got my medicine, and I went ahead and got me some Zyrtec, well, generic Zyrtec. He told me that I told him about me taking the generic Benadryl, and he's like, oh, that ain't good. He told me that all the side effects I was having, like nervousness and heart racing, he said that was very common. And since I'm very sensitive to things anyways, then I don't need to be taking that stuff. Which I already talked to Leslie about it. So Leslie, it's very common what me and you have, the reaction we had to that. Yeah, and then I went to Bojangles. I went and got me a biscuit because I was starving, because I had taken my medication, and my medication, if you don't eat within an hour after taking it, you get very nauseous, which is my blood pressure medication. So I picked that up, and the lady in front of me, she had a car, and I mean, duh, she had a car. She was in a car in front of me, and she had 2 dogs, and they were Pomeranians. Oh, I love Pomeranians, don't we, Leslie? And the lady had told the woman at the window that they were $1,000 a piece, is what she paid for them. So then, on the way home, I get behind a truck, and it has a cage in the back. And I get to looking, and there's the most beautiful white lab dog in there. And then my heart sank. He was in the dog catcher's truck. So he's going to be going to the pound. And that just broke my heart. And that was sad. Also, have you noticed that I'm in this, I don't know if you can see because of the video, but I'm in a very hands-on talking with my fingers and hands and stuff. When I was talking to the doctor, I forgot what I was going to say. So I shut my eyes, and I go, and I didn't know he was looking at me. And he starts laughing. I bet he thought I was crazy. I really do. He probably thought I was crazy. He just don't know I was hyper this morning. Anyways, because of my nerves. And, so yeah, I was talking with my hands, and, I was going to tell him, does allergies change? Because maybe one spring I don't have allergies, and then the next I do. And he said, yes, exactly. They change from season to season, from year to year. So, I found that out. Alright, guys. And I'm back on the nasty Septra. See the Septra? Ain't that huge? Twice a day. It makes you so sick. It's an antibiotic. But it works. That's a nasty pill. But, hopefully this will go down, and then they're going to call me when I go to my sleep apnea test, and, yeah, next week I go get my, I have to have lab work done next week on my iron and my thyroid, and, hopefully this is gone down by then. So, that's all, and I'm very talkative today, so you never know, I might do another video. Then again, I may not. I don't know. Alright, guys. Bye for now.